Guys, welcome back to another edition of the show here. Much appreciated you guys making a little time to watch the video. And today we're going to give you guys some tips and advice on fishing water willows. This is a common type of grass that grows along the shoreline in a lot of lakes across the country. It's some of my favorite type of grass to fish. Man, I've caught so many good fish out of it. I'm going to give you guys some tips and advice on what to look for and how to fish it. So here we go with a little on the water tutorial. Okay guys, here's a great example of what just typical water willow growth looks like in most lakes across the country. It's just sort of a leafy type grass that goes all over the United States. You find this stuff, and this is bloomed out. This is the summertime. This is the thickest it gets, but it's a great cover all year long because not only is it good when it's full like this, but in the cold weather months when there's no leaves on it, you still have the stems that these fish will hold around. So normally it's pretty simple the way I like to fish it. A lot of it depends on the density of the water willow. This is a super thick clump. Some of the areas that you have are a lot more sparse. Normally I like to start out early and late in the day and I parallel it with some type of a topwater or spinnerbait, something like that. And as the sun goes up where I lose my shade, then I start penetrating a little bit further in. Now, on a thick area like this, one of the best ways you can catch them is to flip a jig or a creature bait, like well back into it, like back into the openings here, way back in it. And if it's a little bit sparser, say for example, if you have a lot of isolated strands like this, a swim jig is one of the best lures that you can fish in it. Now, water clarity has another thing to do with it. Obviously, you can see here, this is really clear water. This isn't a real good example, but the dirtier the water, the more that a spinnerbait and a swim jig will work. And the clearer the water, the more that I'll use like a floating worm, a fluke, something like that on the edge, and then flip more and look for the really dark areas. Like see that little opening right there? That would be a high percentage area to flip and pitch into. Guys, just a quick little video on fishing water willow. Like I said, this stuff is great anywhere you find it. It's all over the southeast part of the country. It's all over our part of the country. Normally what you have is it's a little bit better if the water is a little bit higher. Some areas have a lot of depth in the water willows, even at normal level. Some of the areas are more high water, situated where they become better if the water's up. You're going to find them on flat banks and the back of cuts and the major creek arms, that type of stuff. But never pass it over, man. If you guys see this stuff, fish it. Fish will use it all year long, and the good fish will use it too. So hope it helps you guys catch some more, and we'll talk later.